Ahoy there, Radioland lovers. Welcome to Heart Book Radio. At the helm of your auditory vessel, charting a course straight for the heart of, well, whatever we feel like talking about today. And as always, trying to keep this ship afloat with our sensible shoes firmly planted on the deck.
Must you always start with the nautical nonsense? It's a radio show, not a Renaissance fair.
Nonsense, my dear. It's ambience. It's branding. It's whispers. It's what the seagull overlords demand.
Right. Seagulls. Let's just get to the book review, shall we? Before the sentient lobsters start sending us strongly worded letters.
Fair winds and following seas, today we're diving deep into the murky depths of love, specifically A 40-Year Kiss by Nickolas Butler. Now, I've kissed a lot of things in my day: a mermaid statue, a particularly delicious rum bottle, a parrot that may or may not have been hallucinated, but 40 years. That's a long time to wait for a smooch.
It's a metaphor. The book is about a couple, Charlie and Vivian, who divorced young and reconnect 40 years later. It explores themes of second chances, regret, and the challenges of rekindling a relationship after so much time has passed.
Sounds like my kind of party. Except, without the actual waiting 40 years part. I'm more of a seize the day, kiss the girl, steal the treasure kind of guy. Speaking of treasure, this book is apparently inspired by a real-life encounter Butler had in a Wisconsin bar. An old fella still dreaming of this woman asks for a kiss and bam, Hollywood smooch.
Yes, that's the premise of the story. Butler uses it as a springboard to explore the complexities of old love, as he calls it. It's a refreshing departure from our culture's obsession with youthful romance, wouldn't you say? He focuses about an older couple's chance at reigniting their love.
Refreshing like a swig of seawater after a 3-day bender. But seriously, folks, it's about time we saw some stories about love that's weathered a few storms, seen a few krakens, maybe lost a few teeth along the way. This Charlie fella, he's an alcoholic apparently. That's a whole barrel of grog's worth of trouble right there.
Indeed. Butler doesn't shy away from the darker aspects of Charlie's past or the impact his alcoholism had on Vivian and their marriage. He delves into the collateral damage, as the book puts it. It's a realistic portrayal of addiction and a long road to recovery. And apparently our dear author, Mr. Butler, is a bit nervous to dip his toes into this happy storyline. Can you believe that?
Melodramatic, you say? Avast, we wouldn't want a happy tale, would we?
That's not what I meant. It's just that Butler himself admitted that writing about happiness can be tricky. He questions why darker stories are often seen as more critically valuable. It's an interesting point, and it made me reevaluate the book's focus on redemption and forgiveness. I will add this book is far from perfect, of course.
Forgiveness sounds boring. I prefer a good old-fashioned pirate feud myself. But I guess forgiveness is important, especially when you've got grandkids to take care of. Like Vivian does. She's a hard-working grandma living paycheck to paycheck, apparently. A real salt-of-the-earth type.
She is, and that's one of the things that makes the story relatable. It's not just about grand romantic gestures. It's about the everyday struggles of ordinary people navigating life's complexities and trying to find happiness amidst the chaos. I, for one, found Charlie to be too happy, and I questioned Vivian's ability to forgive so easily.
Chaos. Now you're speaking my language. But wait a minute, there is apparently no quotation marks? What in Davy Jones' locker is that about?
A bold move, perhaps, but it does force the reader to work a bit harder. The lack of punctuation is noticeable and can be a bit of a distraction. It makes you question the creative decision. Is it artistic, I wonder?
Sounds like a mutiny against the grammar gods to me, but hey, who am I to judge? I once wrote a love letter to a coconut, thinking it was a beautiful island princess.
I'm not even going to ask. The point is, despite some flaws, A 40-Year Kiss offers a unique perspective on love and second chances. Well, it's a slow burn, character-driven story that some of the reviews say they had to DNF, did not finish, claiming the intimate scenes were too graphic. Yikes!
A slow burn, eh? Like a good rum, you gotta savor it. Then speaking of savoring, I'm getting a powerful craving for checks his pockets, seaweed snacks. Anyone else?
Just wrap it up. Final thoughts?
Final thoughts? If you're looking for a love story that's more weather-beaten galleon than sparkly new yacht, this might be your cup of grog. It's got heart, it's got flaws, and it's got a whole lot of Wisconsin charm. Just watch out for the missing quotation marks. They're like hidden reefs in the narrative sea.
And if you're tired of the same old romantic tropes, A 40-Year Kiss offers a refreshing, albeit imperfect, exploration of love in its later stages. It's a reminder that it's never too late for second chances, even if those chances involve a bit of, well, chaos.
Chaos and seaweed snacks, that's our motto. Tune in next time, folks, when we'll be discussing the philosophical implications of belly button lint. Until then, stay salty, my friends, and thanks for tuning into Heart Book Radio.